Hello and welcome to SCANS eCampus. SCANS eCampus is a gold-approved learning partner of ACCA. On this channel, we bring you demo videos of different courses available at SCANS eCampus. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get notifications of additional videos and hit the like button.
In this lecture, we are going to cover IAS 10, Events After Reporting Period. This is a standard which relates to transactions which are happening after the year end, but they still are to be considered whether to be shown at the reporting period end or not. So over here, if we see the definitions, events after reporting period are the events which occur after the end of the reporting period, but before the date the financial statements are authorized for issuance. This is very important to know that any event which is happening after the authorization date is excluded from the scope of this standard. So only the items which are happening after the reporting date and before the financial statements are authorized for issuance. You have to see these dates very carefully in your exam. These events that happen within this time frame are distributed into two portions. One are called adjusting events, the other are called non-adjusting events. By the names also you can identify that adjusting events are the ones for which you have to pass the double entry or you need to recognize these events in your financial statements at the previous year end. However, non-adjusting events are the ones that are not to be recognized in your financial statements of the previous year end. So if they are happening after the reporting date, then they are going to be recognized in the subsequent accounting period rather than at the previous year end. What is different between these events that one is being recognized and the other is not? The main difference is the existence of conditions. IAS 10 says that if the evidence of the conditions of that event already existed at the end of the reporting period, then they are going to be recognized in the financial statements, and if the conditions were not existing at the reporting date or they started existing after the reporting period end, then they are going to be treated as non-adjusting events. Over here also you can see adjusting events are recognized in the financial statements. Non-adjusting events are not recognized in the financial statements. Rather, they are only disclosed. And they are disclosed also only in the case that they are material. If an event is a non-adjusting event and it is also an immaterial event, then it is going to be ignored in the financial statements of the previous year. Non-adjusting events are very easily reflected by dividends. As you know, dividends are just proposed at the year end by the directors. Then after that, authorization of financial statements take place, AGM is conducted, and then the final dividend is declared. Because all of this happens after the date the financial statements are authorized for issuance, so these are going to be shown in the next year financial statements. These are the non-adjusting events which are not shown anywhere in your financial statements. The only exception to this rule, or where non-adjusting events are taken into account at the previous reporting date, are where the business no longer remains a going concern. So this rule over here is an exception of non-adjusting events. If after the reporting date such a major event has taken place, like maybe fire or flood which has impacted your factory, that the business no longer remains going concern, then in this case you discard the previously maintained financial statements and then the financial statements are made again on a breakup basis. So this is the only exception of non-adjusting events. Over here, we have some examples of adjusting events like invoices for goods received before the year end. If the invoices are received afterwards but the goods had been received before the year end, then they are adjusting. About the court case resolution, the court case had taken place beforehand and the resolution came afterwards, impairments, frauds, errors, etc. Please go through this list over here. These are the commonly tested examples of adjusting events in your question. Also, please keep in your mind that in your exam, if the question is silent, then you are going to assume that the conditions already existed at the reporting date, and therefore the event will have to be an adjusting event. Over here on this slide, you have the commonly tested examples of non-adjusting events. These are the events that are not going to be recognized in the financial statements but only disclosed if they are material. Please go through this list also. As I said, these are commonly tested in your exam. Thank you.
If you like this video, visit our website www.scansecampus.com to purchase the complete course at affordable prices. Register today at no cost and access our free 10-day trial.